Yeah, this has been a very difficult week for us 90s kids out there. First, Kevin Conroy as Batman, and now it seems Jason David Frank, who you may know as Tommy Oliver, who was originally the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, later became Red, Black. He's on Turbo, Dino Thunder. I didn't want to believe it, actually. Last night there was rumors circulating around the web that he passed away, but not only that, that he committed suicide. And I didn't really want to believe that. He had the upcoming film Legend of the White Dragon coming up. He was working with Aaron Shanky from Bad in the Sun. And they've done some wonderful stuff. I'll get to that later, but this was just unexpected. You know, I know he's been through a lot the past couple of months, personal life, no matter how some people may have been treated and everything. I don't really want to talk about that today. I just want to talk about what his role as the Power Ranger meant. And I don't know, there just seems to be a tough time where all our heroes are leaving us. And I'm not saying that there's no heroes in the world. I'm saying that there are heroes in the world. Sometimes we have to be our own heroes. But it seems like the ones who led by example are all leaving us from our childhood. And not only have they passed, but it feels like a certain part that we held on to, the nostalgia or the memories, are kind of fading away too. It's just really rough, man. This is just a rough way to end the year, if you ask me, but I haven't been this shocked since Robin Williams. He seemed to be doing okay. I mean, I don't know. You just never know what people are going through. And just hearing that news shocked me the most. Not just that he passed away, but that it was suicide. And Jason David Frank was only 49 years old. That's pretty young. Fortunately, I got to meet one of my heroes with Jason David Frank back in 2014 at Wizard World in Austin. That was great meeting him. It's very rare for you to look up to people or see your hero and for them to kind of live up to it. I mean, he was Tommy Oliver. The whole original Power Rangers cast, they're great. They're just like what you imagined, and that's a very rare thing. And I'm not speaking for anyone else's, but my experience, he seemed to be a caring person as far as the fan base goes. As far as the passion he had into the Power Rangers franchise. I mean, he was a fan favorite, and there was a reason for it. He was the Power Ranger. That show completely changed once the White Ranger came in. I mean, that was just incredible. After school, going to Fox Kids and seeing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And hell, I even watched Dino Thunder with my nephews because of Tommy. But it was great seeing that passion he had for Power Rangers. And then mixed martial arts, he knew so much with jiu-jitsu and stuff. Different forms of mixed martial arts. You can see the passion there and what he brought with that experience. And then you can see the passion he had at the Comic-Cons. It's just great seeing him talk to the fans, just turn over and take a wide panoramic photo of all the fans with each convention. Just a class act right there, man. And this is really hard to hear. I mean, many of you out there, this was cathartic with me on Kevin Conroy's video, and I just love seeing everyone's memories. So let's share our memories of Jason David Frank. As I said, like many of you, I used to watch the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and this is one of my favorite VHSs. I always think of Dreams by Van Halen, and Tommy was just a leader. The whole original Power Rangers cast, both waves, were just incredible. I love Bad in the Sun. I was talking about that earlier. They're doing Legend of the White Dragon. That looked like it was going to be a cool film. Kevin Porter is in it. Michael Madsen's playing Jason David Frank's father. But they did the Superpower Beatdown. Yeah, that's the name of it. Superpower Beatdown. And it was the White Power Ranger versus Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. And that was kind of cool seeing Jason David Frank actually do the martial arts and kind of give it more of a PG-13 edgier vibe than what was on the old MMPR show. It's so cool. But yeah, I remember the different waves. He had that, Zeo, Turbo was kind of a big deal. I was so upset when Kimberly left. I did not like the other woman in Kimberly. I just liked Kimberly and Tommy. Like that was my ship. I didn't like the other Pink Ranger after that. Like I kind of stopped watching. But it was cool seeing their cameo in the 2017 film. I wish they used the original cameo because he looked just like he did in the 90s. It was insane. But yeah, he also trained in martial arts and taught people. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong on this, Taylor Lautner was one of his students at one time when he was like a kid. So it's just so cool seeing the impact he had on generations of children and how people got into martial arts from that. You know, learn how to defend themselves, learn how to have like a certain ethic. It's a shame because when I met him at Comic-Con, it was actually supposed to be in the Green Ranger suit. But they delayed it in the mail. It didn't come in time, so he was bummed out about that, I remember. It's just like, yeah, I was supposed to have the suit, but they didn't get here in time. Because he was supposed to have like the helmet and like the Green Power Ranger suit that time in 2014. And that was a cool experience. I was waiting like first or second in line at the time. And that was so surreal meeting. You're here. It's just weird because like you see someone and you're used to seeing them on a screen, and then when you see them in person, it's a bit bizarre. But at the same time, even though you're starstruck, they're still just like everyone else. So it was a great experience seeing Tommy Oliver, and I really wish I got to go to another Comic-Con and see him. He was supposed to be in Austin and GalaxyCon now because Wizard World went under with a pandemic, and I was really looking forward to that in September. And unfortunately, that won't be a case, and that sucks. But I am fortunate to have met him, and I think we're just blessed to see that there is a person like him playing Tommy Oliver. And Power Rangers was already a successful show, but he really put it over the stratosphere. Like when they had Tommy and the White Ranger, that show went into another level. And yeah, like I said earlier, I stopped watching Power Rangers, and then my nephews were there, and then they're watching Dino Thunder. I'm like, holy shit, that's Tommy. And they're like, what? Who's Tommy? I was like, who's Tommy? It's like, you don't. I had to show them like the original MMPR show, Turbo, Zeo, and all of them. And that was so crazy seeing him reprise that, seeing the crossover events and him being brought back. I don't know if they completed Legend of the White Dragon. I hope it's completed. I would love to see that. But it's just a sad moment for us all, and more so what his family's going through. So my thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends right now. It's just, you just never know what people are going through. So if this is a reminder for anyone, just tell people how much you love them while they're here. Life can just go in the blink of an eye. People are going through stuff you may not even know, and that little bit can make a difference. I don't know. The whole thing kind of reminded me of the whole like David Carradine situation. Is weird. I didn't want to believe it. I still don't, but I don't know. It's just a bummer. But I think we should all be thankful that he did give us his performance and work with martial arts in the Power Rangers. And as always, when there's dark times and our heroes are leaving us, it's always wise to remember a word that Tommy Oliver once said. To those who possess the great power, all things are possible. Those are wise words to live by. And those are wise words to live by. So this video is kind of scattered all over the place. I'm just bummed out, man. So feel free. Share your Jason David Frank memories, maybe times at cons, favorite MMPR episodes. One of my favorites is when the White Ranger fights like his evil persona from Rita Repulsa, and it's the Green Ranger. And also like it. Yeah, that song I Will Win is pretty cool in that episode. And I also like it in Dino Thunder when he's fighting the different versions of himself, and it's just regular Jason David Frank fighting the White Ranger. It's such a cool fight. Especially for the Disney era Power Rangers. Like, that was pretty hardcore. Those are probably my favorite moments. But let's have a labor of love and share your memories, either meeting Jason David Frank or watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Let me know down in the comments below, everyone. May you all stay safe and healthy, and thank you all for watching. Just share your love. It was very cathartic on Kevin Conroy, and I hope it's cathartic here, but we're really losing all our heroes, and I don't like that. Also, let me know if you had one of those toys. I used to have the flip head ones with Tommy. That was cool back in the day, and the White Falcon Zord. Share your JC Dimmer Frank love down in the comments below.